Vice Chairman and Joint MD Bharat Forge Amit Kalyani spoke to ET Now on India's defense capabilities. Let's listen into that conversation.
Clearly shows that India has to build up large-scale, high-capability defense industry, and it has to be at the super high-end and at the very simple drone type of products. We are working in all those domains, of course in niches, but we are working right from drones, both which can loiter for a long time, kamikaze, to network drones, swarm drones, all kinds of different technologies, besides artillery guns, besides smart munitions and land systems.
Okay. So I want to understand, as a company, as a business, where will you be focusing on in terms of investments, into your business? If you could give a snapshot of that.
So, there's a very beautiful way to see it is India is on the ascent. Europe as a manufacturing base is on the descent. Okay? Large part of the high technology equipment that we buy comes from Europe. Now, in common parlance, one would think that China is going to take up the slack of Europe. But most people don't realize that India is the only place where China is not a natural competitor. So if we want to compete and build up a strong industrial base, we have to do it ourselves. So anything that is being vacated by Europe is a huge opportunity for us.
So does that mean as a business you will be, because you mentioned that India needs to invest in the private sector, needs to invest in big and small technologies, various kinds of equipments and weapons. Does that mean that you will be making any significant investments in smaller companies and perhaps looking at some acquisitions?
So we have made investments in startups. We made about 13 startup investments. Some of them we will increase our stake or we will continue funding. Some of them we may acquire, some of them may not work out. And we will continue to look at startups because I think that startups are very fast. Either they fail fast or they succeed fast. So I think that's a good way of getting into new areas.
One final question before we let you go, and this is essentially about made in India, especially for the defense sector. There's been a push that's been given by the Modi government. As somebody who's a very prominent member of the industry, what more policy push do you want so that we can truly sort of come of age in the defense?
Sumita, I don't think we need any new policy push. I think whatever policies are there need to be implemented in toto. And the orders that are there under those policies, which are languishing for so long, I think need to be placed and thrust given. The only one area where I think we should put a renewed impetus, which now is already being discussed a lot, is the whole new jet engine. So India as a country has to have jet engine technology. It's not going to happen overnight. It will take 10 years, but we can damn well make it happen.
All right.